Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's your boy, OG Big Sam, the historian showstopper. Uh, on this version of Mad Monday with the OG and our defensive discussion on this morning. Hope everybody is somewhere warm and tucked out of the cold, even if you're at work like I am. Well, let's get into it, people. Let's get into it. Here's your classic, typical NFC South defensive train wreck, with two teams with a lot on the line, a lot to prove, and a lot to gain, and in some cases a lot to lose. There were a myriad of injuries in this game on both sides of the ball. Um, but at the end in our fourth quarter, um, injuries, inexperience, and two missed field goals were pretty much the difference. Um, as far as I'm concerned, we really it was there. It was there. Phillips penalty off the ringer. Um, you know, um, and the officiating in that fourth quarter, especially not looking at our, what could have been a turnover for us, which was clearly a fumble, and they chose to not to review it, not to even look at it, not even acknowledge it. Which was all things that between that, Phillips penalty, and the injury streak going down sent Tampa's run game through the roof. Um, you know, it is heart wrenching, heartbreaking to say the least. Um, you know, but it was a lot that happened in the game defensively. Um, you know, with I'm getting into a couple of things that I did like, you know, um, which being the defensive staff dialed up a great game plan defensively to keep Evans under wraps. That was one of the bright spots of this game. Um, you know, it was it was a great plan, a great scheme, what I'm saying, for the game, which pretty much held everything, what I'm saying, where we needed. We was right there. We was right there. You know, Phillips, with the holding penalty, what I'm saying, which kept us on the field, was a defensive killer. Street getting hurt was a defensive killer against the run game. Um, you know, but you know, and it's one of you live, you learn. You know what I'm saying? Um, you're gonna have to play your leverage, not hold, be there, stay inside their jersey. You know what I'm saying, and not get that penalty right there on a big third down because we was off the field. We was off the field at that point. But um, outside of the loss itself, I was genuinely impressed with the defense on a whole. With going into this game with missing parts and the way we played. You know what I'm saying? And we were disciplined for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Um, except for that one right there. You know what I'm saying? Uh, you know, the defense, the injuries took a toll on the defense late. Took a major toll late. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people this morning is dismissing it. You know what I'm saying? Even discussing injuries would be an excuse. I don't think so. When it was clear, when Street went down, it was clear the run defense was in trouble. It was clear. And don't know how bad, what I'm saying, that is with his shoulder, whether it's, what I'm saying, dislocation or whatever the case may be, sternum, whatever, what I'm saying, don't know. But we severely missed Street, what I'm saying, for the rest of the game at that point. Um, you know, uh, but it just came down to being gassed and gashed in that fourth quarter. It was a valiant effort by defense all the way through. Um, you can't say anything different. Um, I'm I have genuine admiration for the defensive staff and the players, what I'm saying, and on that unit as a whole. Um, Calais, Zoe, Bud, Evan Ketty, what I'm saying, uh, Caden, what I mean, London, you know, Mike Hughes, got on the field, did work. Phillips, minus that one late penalty, played great. You know what I'm saying? Played great. You know, um, Shout out to AJ for getting not being able to get out there. You know what I'm saying, and do work. It's just this one got away from us at the end. You know, um, we had it was right there. Let me get on here and say good morning to everybody for you getting in this morning. What's up, Terry? Christy? Hey, Christy. What's going on, Bubba? Good morning, Sonya. Um, yeah, I thought that there was. Well, I'm not gonna say that because he early in the game. Richard Grant was turning him out in the run defense and the underneath pass defense. He really was. Um, we this one got away from us at the end with the defense on the field. You know, it just it got away from the and not and in some parts not by our own because I really would if I had it to do it I'd give me a first class ticket to New York and I would kick the NFL officiating headquarters door in and pull an ice cube with a baseball bat. I mean because that that fumble that was not reviewed that we had that we had. Everybody saw it on the Titantron. Everybody saw it on TV. You know what I'm saying with the replay, and they chose not to review it. They whistled it to be a complete pass. It was a complete pass, but that was a fumble, and we had it. That boy took the ball. Okay, you know what I'm saying, but it is what it is right there. You know what I'm saying? I just you know it just the I'm just convinced now that the NFL aficionado crew is totally against us because this is something every week. It's something every week. Um, you know, um, what I'm saying with the officiating and and what they do is something just tantamount, just overwhelmingly, just outrageously, egregiously something with the officiating every damn week. You know, but like I said, for the most part, um, I ain't got too many complaints on this defense, man. With what Nielsen them, what I'm saying, dialed up and designed for this game, we pretty much held Mike Evans in check. You know what I'm saying? The boy didn't have he had what, one catch in the first half, most and one catch most throughout for the most part, almost through most of the third quarter. You know, um, it was like I said, it came down to the very, very, very end. Um, uh, 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 the perfect storm of bullshit, if you will, between the fumble not being reviewed, uh, Phillips defensive holding, and Street getting hurt. It was the defensive unit's killer. You know, um, it just yeah, that's the rest of the world's thought process this morning. I'm not giving, you know, uh the offense no talk until Wednesday. It is what it is right there. You know, that's what they're gonna hang their hats on. So be it. You know, I'm not giving myself now no more headache this morning than I already have. Um, but you know, it's it's not too much more, you could say good about this defense than what I've already said this morning. You know, um, because you know, and because this right here, this right here, 5 point loss and 6 points that but nobody, I'm just saying, you know, um, because really, at the end, what I'm saying, we were gassed. We got gashed in the run game. Um, with all of that, with Phillips penalty that kept us on the field because we had the third down stop. We had to stop. Um, I ain't too much else. You know what I'm saying? You could really say, because like I said, Nielsen they designed a great game plan, and which which worked for the most part, which worked. You know, I only got a chance to catch the end of the game, but I will rewatch it today. It seems like there was many variables contributing to the loss. Which, from a big picture perspective, Christy, yes, yes, but when it boils down to the end, to the fourth quarter, again with the D having the lead, you know, Um, we had a Ricky mistake, defensive holding. Street gets hurt, which killed our run defense, and we had a turnover that was made and recovered by us, taken away by the officials not reviewing the play. But you will see it. You know, Raymond, Raymond, fourth quarter, bro. Fourth quarter, we had the lead. So if you're trying to come in here on this defensive program with what I'm saying, with what the rest of the world, with the rest of the so-called Falcon fan world is on, what I'm saying, you preach it to the choir. You preach it to the damn choir. It's funny how y'all do that. It's funny how y'all do that. You want to dismiss everything else. You want to dismiss everything else. You know what I'm saying? The game, we had the game in hand, bruh. The game in hand, we had the damn lead. Okay, he had the damn lead. Okay, so if you're not talking about Phillips, if you're not talking about what I'm saying, the run defense, okay, if you're not talking about the defensive game plan in itself, miss me with anything concerning the offense this morning. You know, you know, boy, y'all really, this is what everybody gonna do this morning. You know what I'm saying? This is what everybody gonna do this morning. For real? Mm-hmm. This is what everybody gonna do this morning. You know what I'm saying? We in the fourth quarter, the ball was getting, you know what I'm saying? The opportunity was there. We had the lead. You tell me that none of what I mentioned had nothing to do with nothing in this game. But y'all gonna say, okay. Um, you know, Sonya, yeah, I covered that as well. I mentioned that as well. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they got their own agenda for that. Um, you know, it's it's mind boggling. It's mind boggling. You know, um, Street goes down with his injury, and the run defense, you know what I'm saying, pretty much turns to nothing. But you know, the conversations, keep wanting, y'all keep wanting to turn the conversations to, you know, early in the game, not in crunch time, not in crunch time when he puts us in the lead. And again, you know, seeing as how, saying a whole lot of other things that don't matter that happened, we want to, ignore that. We want to ignore it. We want to ignore the third down penalty by Phillips. We want to ignore the turnover that we created that would have, pretty much sealed it, that the officiating crew ignored and blew the whistle on. So I mean, but hey, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. um, Again, um, the game plan by the defensive staff was a great one. It was pretty much, you know, um, it was pretty much well played by the defense. Um, you know, losing a lot of people to injuries in this game on the defensive side of the ball. You know, what I'm saying, kind of ran us dry as well. Um, but you know, it's not too much that you can say, saying bad, because it was a great design which worked on Mike Evans. So like I said, between the unreviewed fumble and Phillips, um, penalty on third down, Street going down, which sent Tampa's run game through the roof, was the difference at the end. Um, you know, that the guys, like I said, Caden played well, Zoe, Bud, Mike Hughes, they got in about 6 or 7 snaps, was great. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Anthony? You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm as you know, I'm feeling pretty. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm trying not to be annoyed at the moment. You know what I'm saying, with these people trying to come in here and have an offensive conversation on this defensive program. You know, that's where I'm at with it right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you know it's funny how people tend to, want to ignore, what I'm saying, the obvious, um, and stick to something that happened early in the game, early in the game, and try to use that as the reason why we lost when, in the fourth quarter, we had the lead with the defense on the field. You know what I'm saying? With, with the defense, it pretty much had done its job for the most part, creating the turnover that was called not a well, it wasn't even, our Ricky Phillips making a disastrous penalty on third down that kept us on the field, and Street getting hurt early in that position, which led to Tampa's rank game, getting them down the field. Never mind all of that. But as you can see, you know what I'm saying, and Southside, all I'm do is just say good morning and God bless you with that there, sir. You know, and yeah, he was balling. Yeah, but that penalty hurt us at the end. We was off the field. That was game time. That was game time. But yet, as you can see, folks trying to come here on the defensive program want to talk about fields and, what I'm saying, want to talk about early in the game. Never mind crunch time. Never mind the fourth quarter. Never mind, what I'm saying, being put ahead, handing the lead to the defense, and boom, what happened? But hey, um, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? I mean, because, to be quite honest, these people have had their mind made up, you know, since draft night a year and a half ago. So I'm not gonna waste no breath in trying to, you know, alleviate that. You know, um, you know. So I pretty much, said in my piece on the defense this morning. The staff, what I'm saying, designed a great game plan, which pretty much worked. We held, Evans in check. Really, like I said, there at the end, you know, a Ricky mistake, Ricky penalty, what I'm saying, with the, unacknowledged fumble that was recovered by us, and Street going down, as another injury, which, just gave Tampa all kinds of gas in their run game. You know what I'm saying? Right there, you know, it just, what I'm saying, 3 games early in the year. This came down to what I did. Everything that I just said. You know, eh, look, we all know after 5 yards, and you know what I'm saying, and the ref see the jersey being pulled by a defensive player, that's gonna get called, bro. You know, that's gonna get called. Christy says, do you think that the defense was just tired by the end of the fourth and sort of gave up? I don't think that they gave up. It was just when I mean when your tank is pretty much empty. You know what I'm saying? You know, when your tank is pretty much empty, man, like, what I'm saying, like that, when you lose, player after player after player. I mean, we went into the game defensive shorthanded anyway, you know, what I'm saying? And Bucks Rays, Bolts. Yeah, it's true. There was some bad calls on both sides with officiating, but that fumble that wasn't reviewed, that our linebacker had taken away from your boy, yeah, that was a game changer. But yeah, Christy, the D was tired. Do I think they had given up? No, they were fighting. They were still fighting. It's just that, like I said, with Phillips, you know what I'm saying, penalty, the unreviewed fumble, turn with actual turnover, and Street going down early in that defensive possession was pretty much it in a nutshell. Um, oh hell no. Well, when you look at the game, sir, and when you see the fourth quarter, I think your observation would change. You know, but I'm not gonna get into that because I'm over that conversation about Arthur Smith and Desmond Ritter. I really am. I'm just tired because like y'all don't see anything else. Y'all don't see anything else. That man take a piss the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And y'all crying about it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. He walked to the car and opened his damn car door with the right hand instead of the left. Y'all got a problem. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. Desmond Ritter could walk on the field and put his chin strap on before he crossed the line going on the field, and y'all gonna say what I'm saying, that's part of the reason why he ain't an NFL quarterback. So I mean, I, it is what it is with that. Um, and with that being said, I'm gonna say once again, like I've said for the last two weeks, I greatly appreciate, what I'm saying, the love and what I'm saying, the dialogue, what I'm saying, that you all show me on each of my programs. What I'm saying, I greatly appreciate it. And with what I'm saying, I wouldn't be, where I am and where I'm headed, without you all. I love I love and appreciate all of you. You know what I'm saying? Um, and on that note, you will probably our next AFN, out of the AFN crew, um, OG, big OG Truth, you know what I'm saying, be coming up with nothing but the truth somewhere around noon, I believe, 11 or noon. You'll have Cooler Talk tonight. I might be on with the guys. Then, we're going to have the Realistic OGs tomorrow night. And with that being said, like I always say, keep it real, keep it dirty, keep it ATL, and most of all, keep it real with yourself and stay blessed. Y'all have a beautiful Monday, Monday, and I'm out.